Hello and welcome to a new Green Stuff World video. This is the first video in our seasonal vases series, Spring. We start by sanding the plastic vases we've selected. Then, we'll create our first layer of terrain using pieces of 3mm cork sheet glued with our cyanoacrylate adhesive. For the second layer of elements on these vases, we'll use pieces of basing cork grid placed with our anti-magnetic modeling tweezers. With these two layers, we'll create a slight unevenness and a bit of texture for our vases, which will serve as the main layer for the rest of the materials. To continue adding texture to our vases, we'll use our Terrain series hobby sand in both sizes. We start with a thick model and then continue with a thin one, creating a natural terrain texture. It's time to prime our vases with matte black primer and our 0.2mm airbrush. Using pewter green and pickle green from the opaque color range, we'll create the first color base. First with pickle green, and then adding highlights with pewter green. Now, using granite gray and donkey gray, we'll create the perfect tone for the rocks. First, we apply a base of granite gray, and to highlight the edges, we'll use donkey gray. Once dry, we'll use our acrylic ink transparent sepia to add tone to our rocks. Being from the transparent range, it adds color while letting the highlights created with our previous base show through. While the acrylic ink dries, we'll add acid green from the dipping inks range to add depth to the green area of our bases. Spring is starting to take shape. To bring our spring bases to life, we start incorporating varied vegetation, using tufts of different tones, models and sizes from 6mm dry green to 6mm and 14mm thorny scrubs in dark green and light green. Now, we spice up the ground with a mix of micro leaves medium green and scattered foliage light green mixed together. To glue them, we'll use a little PVA glue mixed with water to apply a thin layer to the base. Then, we add a layer of our vegetation mix and let it dry. With a bit of tall shrubbery white-green, we add variety in height and shape. To simulate trunks, nothing beats our diorama tree roots. Perfect for adding variety. Now, with our synthetic flat brush and a bit of PVA glue applied, we put a bit of violet tree brush on some surfaces to simulate colored flowers. We add a bit more of PVA glue with a synthetic flat brush on the ground of our vase and add static grass flock 4 to 6mm spring grass. To finish adding color, we add more PVA glue and pink tree brush to simulate a variety of flowers. Finally, we add a bit of thick hobby sand to our vases and we'll have finished these vivid spring bases. Remember to like, hit the little bell, subscribe, and tell us what you thought of these spring vases. Don't miss the next video in the Seasonal Vases series.